Everybody, I'm Eve Gojiro, and I'm bringing you guys my next part of What If I Was in Dragon Ball. Now, I did a community check, and you all guys voted for the power levels for me, and 93% agree for my power level to be 450 million, Goku and Vegeta's power levels to be both even at 100 million, Piccolo and Raditz to be at 100,000. So yeah, this will be our power levels when we do arrive on Namek to face off against Frieza. With me, of course, having a higher power level, I'll be much stronger than them due to my hybrid potential. I'm not a hybrid Saiyan, but I'm just a human with that potential. But of course, on a distance, Fu will be laughing. Thinking of maybe even adding a little bit of a twist. Maybe even adding some new villains that I know from the past, from different timelines. Of course, Fu just keep that in mind. And eventually, maybe even think of doing that when Frieza does arrive. Of course, Fu thinks that maybe the fire he is speaking will be perfect for this situation. Eventually, of course, both me, Goku, Vegeta, Raditz, and Piccolo would then find through Namek, eventually trying to search for Frieza, and eventually able to find him just in the nick of time. I actually realized that Frieza's power level is slightly higher, but it seems that Frieza's only been slightly training. It's not as serious training as I expected, but his power level is at least twice what it was originally, which is a big concern, but not as big as I thought so. Meaning that if his base power level is at least twice strong, then maybe his full power, without actually being drained, it'll be 400 million, which I'll be kind of worried, but also at the same time, I'm not at the same time, since I'm actually slightly confident in this fight, since I know maybe I could win. Of course, with me, of course, being ready and already at full power, I would then power up into Mystic, with my power level increasing drastically. I'll then be ready to face off against Frieza, with all the things powering up into Super Saiyans themselves, already ready to face off against Frieza, while Piccolo power up into his awakened form. Of course, Frieza will just smile and decide to fight us. Piccolo and Raditz will be able to provide a lot of backup, while me and Goku and Vegeta will be the main hitters. Me and my Mystic form will easily able to overpower Frieza, but eventually Apollo will appear as two death beams will be shot, with both Piccolo and Raditz barely dodging them. I'll be in shock as I see two red eyes glowing. I'll be in shock as I froze in place. But of course, Frieza tried to take his chance to fire blast at me, but Vegeta able to affect it as he yells at me to get my attention. But I continued to look up, seemingly as I was in shock. Everyone then decided to look up, as eventually everyone was surprised as well, as Cooler appeared. Cooler just laughs as he has never seen his brother being this pathetic. It seems that he has to actually intervene to save his little brother. Frieza, of course, just looks at Cooler with irritation, but also confusion on why he is here. He thought that Cooler was off-planet. How is he even here? Cooler explains that someone named Fu decided to actually add him here, just in case if his brother needed some help. Of course, he is slightly irritated, but Cooler's base is actually stronger than that of Frieza. In his final form, Cooler has a power level of 5 billion base. I'm in shocked. I've never seen this. I never actually knew that Cooler was this strong. It would make sense that why Goku was able to defeat him when he went Super Saiyan and was even stronger. But how's it possible that Cooler got this strong? Could it be because of Fu? I think to myself, seemingly as I was confused and perplexed. I didn't know what to think. I just didn't know what to even thought of this situation. But Cooler's tiny chance of my confusion appears in front of me. I'll be slightly surprised, but I also block his attack. I was pushed back a bit, but I was able to regain distance. I'll then look at Cooler, saying that I'll fight him. Frieza can fight the rest. Of course, Frieza now recovered in at 100%, we decide to power up a lot more. Seems as he's actually perfected his full power form, which actually increases power level to match that of Goku and Vegeta in their own Super Saiyan stages. I, of course, decided to work for them, but I know that they can defeat him. I've taught them fusion, so they can use this if they needed to, while Piccolo and Raditz can make sure that only makings are safe. Piccolo and Raditz did not, as I would then prepare to fight Cooler. I'll power up to my full powered Mystic, while Cooler power up to his fifth form, shaking the entire galaxy that we're in with his power up. But so will I with my Mystic. Both of us won't be ready, with me taking a battle stance and Cooler doing the same. Cooler tells me that he is pretty impressed for a human who has seen potential to be this powerful. He has never seen someone this powerful before, and he is truly impressed by me. If I actually wasn't on the side of those Saiyans, then maybe I would have joined his crew. But I would just tell Cooler that not even a million years would I have joined his evil empire. If he was good, and maybe he was pure-hearted, then maybe I would have joined him so I can show the universe that even someone as dark soul as him at least have a soul like a normal person. Core just laughs and tells me to bring it on. I will then grunt slightly as I tell him that he asked for it. I instantly appear in front of Core, with Core able to block my punch. Obviously I'm surprised, but I'll stay serious nonetheless, not showing any sign of weaknesses nor temptation, as both me and Core get to a serious fight. Both me and Core change and exchange blow for blows. I with a punch, he with a kick, and both of us would badly collide. Even a beam stroke would be inevitable, as both our powers will be evened. Even though I have achieved so much power, it seems it's just not enough. I would then think to myself, maybe if I use Kaioken, it'll be pretty good. Ultimate is kind of like a base, so I don't have to push it a lot higher. I decided to show Core a little bit of glimpse of my almost full power. I'll then shout Kaioken times 20. When the power level increases 20 times, Core will actually be surprised since I'm now overpowering him. I would then pummel down Core, seemingly showing him superiority. But Fu would then appear as he would then sheath his sword. I then look at Fu, and then back at Core. With Core glowing purple as his power increases, I will yell at Fu on what he's doing. Fu explains to me that he wants to make this much more challenging for me, so he can push me beyond my limits. I'll then just grunt slightly as I tell Fu that if I win, he owes me something. Fu then just laughs and tells me that he knows as he disappears. We've been preparing to fight Core once again as I shout Kaioken times 100. I know that my power will be just enough if it's 100, but I don't know if Core is much stronger than before. Both me and Core would then battle once again, seemingly evenly matched once again. I'm surprised, so Fu's power did increase power level a lot, but it seems I won't be able to overpower him unless I break my body apart. I think to myself, I know I have fully control over Kaioken, but I don't have the full capacity to utilize it at much higher levels than 100. Maybe if I just had enough ki or maybe even healing, maybe I didn't think Dende, of course. I would then use his transmission quickly to teleport to Dende, and eventually he will heal me to full stamina. I then teleport back to the Punch Core. I'll then decide I need to use this. I need to use as much power as I can. I then inhale as I then absorb all my ki, seemingly as I was actually accessing God Ki. And eventually, I would open my eyes as I shout, Kaioken times 1000! With a mighty roar, I would shout those words. Book, Vegeta, Raditz, and Piccolo being in shock as he heard the number I just yelled. Even Frieza as well, as my power level skyrockets. With my power level shaking the entire multiple galaxies, if not even the entire universe, as I power up in this form. I know I only have 5 minutes to utilize this form, since I've used it once in a time chamber, and I only can hold it for 5 minutes. Or else my body will be fully destroyed. I then appear in front of Core as I continue to punch him multiple times, sending thousands and millions of blows at him, completely breaking his armor. Jordan coughs out blood, and eventually I grab him by the horns and slam him into Namek. Eventually I'll power up a Kamehameha, and then instantly I'll teleport in front of Core as I shout times 10 Kamehameha, firing it at Core and eventually annihilating him, leaving nothing but dust behind. Everyone was in shock by the power I just displayed, but I instantly dropped down as I am in Mystic, but the Kaioken drain a lot of my stamina. But I'm glad I did master Mystic, so I can stay as a base state, meaning that I'm truly at full power, but not fully, as I'm actually injured and exhausted. Fudo trying to take the opportunity to attack me from behind so he can kill me, but Goku and Vegeta use a Sword of Flare at him, and eventually they'll power up a Big Bang and a Kamehameha as they fire in unison, eventually annihilating Frieza. Both Piccolo and Raditz we have decided to leave as they go to me, with Piccolo making sure to bring Dende so he can heal me. Piccolo asks me if I'm alright, with me nodding as I thank him for the help. Piccolo then nods as everything went well. Eventually, would have used them making Dragon Ball to us all to planet Yardra, and eventually after a year, I also would have made the wish. After a year, then we will go back to Earth. Eventually, we all travel on planet Yardra. Due to my mystic form, I'm able to pick up most of the techniques a lot better because of my potential being unlocked. So that's why I was easily able to pick up the techniques a lot faster than both Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, or Raditz can. Eventually, I was able to fully master all of them thanks to my intense training. With that time, I was also able to increase my level of Kaioken. Now I can handle it times 1000, a lot better than before. I'm able to utilize it for 20 minutes, and if I want to, I can push it times 2000, but it will only be for 5 minutes since the increase in strain on my body will be immense. Since I don't know that how powerful I am and how powerful I have become. I'll continue to train with everyone. Eventually, in the 1 year, would have been passed fully. Of course, Goku would have able to learn its transmission and healing, with, of course, Rise running the same, with Vegeta learning Spirit Vision and healing and its transmission as well, while Piccolo will learn healing and its transmission like Goku alongside the multi-form. So yeah, of course I will be able to fully master everything, since I'm much more powerful than everyone else. Eventually, we'll go back to Earth, but of course King Goku will try to attack us, but I will easily able to defeat him as I fire a Ki Blast and annihilate him fully. I wonder if there will be a future Trunks in this timeline. Since I practically wish for Goku to not have the heart virus, that means that maybe this timeline is kind of peaceful. I guess there will be no future Trunks, but I was wrong. There was a future Trunks. I will be surprised as I look at him. Future Trunks will explain to me and everyone else his timeline. In the future of the 3 years time skip, Goku did not die of the heart virus. With me, Goku and the others trained incredibly hard. Eventually choosing Super Saiyan 2, as I'm able to increase my power a lot. But the android that I was not expecting to actually appear would have appeared. That being Cell himself. He was in his perfect form, and he had my potential, my power, everything that I know, my knowledge, everything. Cell used that knowledge against me and everyone else to defeat us all, absorbing multiple of the Z Fighters, and eventually I, Gohan, and Baby Trunks were left alive. I would have trained Trunks and Gohan until they both grow up incredibly strong. But eventually Cell would have found me and Gohan as we trained. I tell Gohan to go and to never look back. Gohan tells me that they can try, but I tell Gohan that he does not have this power. He must go now. He must join the next generation. If I die, it's no matter. He has to fight for everyone else, for his father, for me, and for his uncle Raditz, alongside Vegeta and Piccolo. Gohan, with a tear in his eyes, nods as he flies away. With me power to Mystic and stacking Kaioken times 100. I tell Cell to bring it on. As we both fight, we clash as we shake the entire planet. I will then smile for one last time as I apologize to Gohan, as I stay in his mind. We go on hearing those apologies as he tries to fly back, but a giant explosion occurs. With me using final explosion to annihilate half of Cell's body. Cell yells in pain as he was incredibly damaged by the attack. Cell cannot regenerate too fast from my powerful self-destruction, which was so powerful that it almost annihilated the entire city alongside half of Cell's body. Cell's body was incredibly burning, so Cell could not heal as fast as he did in the original, so it would take a much more longer time. Gohan being sad that his master, me, died to sacrifice myself so he can be protected. Of course, Gohan continued to train, and eventually he got the Mystic Form just like I did from the old Kai, eventually going even stronger, and eventually getting more powerful. He also gave the alternate form to also be get by future Trunks, with both of them growing and becoming stronger. Gohan has to stay in the future so he can protect everyone else, so now Trunks goes back into the past so he can make sure that this never happens. But guys, this is the end of this part. I hope you guys I see you in the next one. Sayonara.